In blue political news now, the stage is set for the finale of the Democratic National Convention. It wraps up in Charlotte, North Carolina tonight. President Obama will accept his party's nomination tonight.
But Democrats are also dealing with a religious controversy. Charles Benson live at the DNC with the details. Charles.
And President Obama had this place rocking just a few minutes ago, and he's not even here. It was all on video. He will be giving his speech in about 3 hours. Here's a line that you'll hear from that speech. Quote, "Our problems can be solved, our challenges can be met. The path we offer may be harder, but it leads to a better place." And the Wisconsin delegation will be right over there to hear it. President Obama talked by phone today to the thousands who were disappointed his speech was moved from the outdoor stadium to the indoor arena because of the threat of bad weather.
My main message is we can't let a little thunder and lightning get us down. We're going to have to roll with it.
The Wisconsin delegation is ready to roll with it. He's here to fire up the base. You're here as a loyal Democrat. But when you go home, do you have to do some convincing?
Oh, absolutely. With only about 60 days left before D-Day in November, I've got to make sure that I'm doing everything that I can in Wisconsin to get the vote out for President Obama.
Well, the president's goal tonight will be to look forward. There was a little backtracking on the floor here by Democrats last night for initially leaving out God and Jerusalem as the capital of Israel in the party's platform.
I'll do that one more time.
It took 3 voice votes to amend the party's platform to include the new language. Republicans pounced on the controversy, but the Wisconsin delegation says it was not an issue.
We're here because we're united behind the president, behind the Democratic Party, and are just really excited to get home and do the work.
Were you surprised that that had been admitted and then had to be reinstated and the president had to get involved?
I just think it was just clarifying it.
And the party united behind Congresswoman Tammy Baldwin, the U.S. Senate candidate. She spoke here just a few minutes ago. She wanted to try to convince the country that Wisconsin looks a lot different than the Wisconsin Paul Ryan talked about last week. Listen in.
I know you've heard a lot about Wisconsin lately. You've heard about Paul Ryan, who wants to end Medicare as we know it. You've heard about Scott Walker, who took basic rights away from teachers, nurses, and public employees. Maybe you've even heard about Tommy Thompson, our former governor who went to Washington, cashed in on his special interest connections, and never really came back. Well, I'm here to tell you that they don't speak for all of Wisconsin.
And again, we're about 3 hours away from the president speaking. This place is packed, not an empty seat. Coming up tonight at 10, I'll tell you whether or not the Democrats can get the bump and the jump they're hoping from the Democratic National Convention. For now, on your side, live at the Democratic National Convention in Charlotte, Charles Benson, today's TMJ4.
And we know you'll have more tonight live at 10. Thank you, Charles.